Hey, welcome to Question and Answers. Okay, here to answer your questions, do the best I can. I don't know how long I can be on, but I'm doing my best to answer those questions. So let's see. Let's give it a few minutes to let people jump in, and I'll be able to help those who need help. Hello, welcome. So I hope you guys are doing well with your detox. Fruits and herbs all the way as usual. Okay, keep it simple. Always keep it simple. All you have to do is change your meals. Put it all fruits. It doesn't matter what kind of fruit it is. Well, just stay consistent and use the herbs to help you. It's that simple. Okay, it's not complicated at all, and it generates great results all the time. How can you resolve tonsil? Okay, any kind of tonsil issues. Understand if you have stones, any kind of inflammation, any kind of swelling. Okay, temporarily swelling. Like, of course, if it's emergency, go get help. But if it's just swelling up and you want to deal with it naturally, you have to address the root cause. Root cause is always going to be lymphatics. Okay, swelling is lymphatics, and it's always tied to your kidneys. Always kidneys. So if your kidneys don't filter out the lymphatic system, the lymph system is going to hold waste. It's going to expand, it's going to swell, it's going to have pain. So you want to get rid of that. Make sure your lymph system is moving. Then we do that with 100% fruit diet. You can use lymphatic herbs and make sure you use two different kidney teas, two different tinctures to help you move to get the kidneys to filter out the waste. When the waste all leaves, you see that the inflammation will go down. It's that simple, okay? So that's how I do it. But if it's stones and it's big, you might need attention. So go seek attention. Let's see. Send me some questions. I want to make sure I don't miss any questions. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you. Okay, let me get a good question for all of us. Oh yeah, if you have left me a message, I will answer it. Okay, I just did a whole bunch of them. It takes me a long time because I think right now over 200 to get to, and it's a lot, and they're very lengthy, right? And I always give you the full answers. I don't just give you one-liners, so it takes a bit of time. Best herbs for the kidneys and colon. So, I mean, that question is kind of like, I can't really answer that question because the herbs serve different functions. But if you want just a general cleanse, I like for kidneys, I like over seed, I like nettle seed, I like nettle root, I like nettle leaf, I like all the nettles, actually, all the parts of nettle. I also like cleaver's herb. Okay, buchu is fantastic as well. So these are great for the kidneys. For the colon, you always want to use gentian, cascara sagrada is one of my favorites. Okay, we have all those done for you perfectly, so you don't have to do any guesswork. If you want a strong bowels, use the bowel strength tincture. If you want good kidneys, use the nettle seed and use the kidney flush tincture or the kidney 6 tincture. That's what I would do. Don't waste your time trying to get individual herbs because it's tedious. You don't know what you're doing, and you're going to end up spending more time and money in the long run, right? But always the diet has to be on point. Thank you so much. Thank you. My friend has gout. What do you suggest to help him? So when you have anything like gout, it's uric acid, trapped uric acid. And as I always tell you, any kind of pain is trapped acids. Acids can't get out of the system. Okay, and in this case, this particular location, it can also be sulfur buildup because sulfur can create this issue. Okay, sulfur will create the terrain to attract fungus, and fungus will leave uric acid. So it could be that as well. So you need to go antimicrobial tincture. You need to go and get the kidneys to filter. Again, if the kidneys don't filter out that waste, this waste sticks around, and you start getting these pains. Okay, so always work on the kidneys, always work on the adrenals, the lymphatic system, the endocrine glands, the Fabulous 5. Essentially, always use that. But for your case, I would use 2 different kidney teas, 2 different kidney tinctures. Use an extra lymphatic herb, clean the bowels, and you can get rid of this. It takes a little bit of time because this is deep and it's crystals sometimes, right? So it's hard to break down. Go on a watermelon only cleanse, very, very powerful for this. I would use watermelon cleanse for uric acid to get rid of uric acid. You're flushing the kidneys, flushing everything out, okay? You can reach out to me and I'll help you. So how do you know where I can buy the tooth powder? Oh, the tooth powder is on my website, okay? That's for you, JD Fruitarian 21. It's on my website. It's called Tooth Powder, exactly that. Let's see. What do you recommend for erectile dysfunction? So ED is one of the easiest things to fix, okay? It's really easy to fix. In fact, this is basically a block of energy flow, lymph flow and blood flow and nerve flow. Nerve flow, there's no communication or poor communication. Lymph flow can put pressure on blood flow and nerve flow. Okay, lymphatic system is not drawing out acids. Acids cause inflammation or acidosis, and then everything goes down. If you go on a 20-day diet grip only diet, that alone is very strong enough to put you on the right path. Okay, but for me, if I was trying to fix this, I would be like on a 20-day diet grip only diet. I would use 2 kidney teas, 2 different kidney tinctures. Use the Fabulous 5. Okay, you want to also use lower circulation tincture to push blood flow to that region. Okay, strengthen the prostate. Use the prostate formula because prostate is always involved indirectly, especially when males are concerned. Work on your adrenals because that affects hormone production. Work on your pituitary gland as well. Okay, and clean the gonads. That's it. It's very, very simple. It's not hard to fix. And then once everything comes back on board, you see that it was very easy. Fruits and herbs, really simple. Just need to know to use the right kind of herbs. Okay. What about varicose veins? Varicose veins it deals with the parathyroid. The parathyroid deals with calcium utilization. So when it's weak, you are essentially drawing in an acidic body. You are drawing out calcium, but you're not replacing it. And therefore, this can cause varicose veins. Okay, varicose veins, spider veins, brittle nails, weak bones, weak skin. Okay, wrinkles, depression, all parathyroid. So you need to work on endocrine glands. Change the diet. Always change the diet. 100% fruit diet. Use endocrine tincture. Use Fabulous 5, kidney tea, and you might need a parathyroid glandula. Okay, if the herbs are not strong enough to give you that kick, I would first use endocrine tincture. Then, if not strong enough, I would use a parathyroid glandula for a month or two. Okay, and the diet is crucial, of course. And then you want to add some green drinks in there. The green drinks will provide extra calcium minerals to help you fix veins. Okay, get your body the calcium levels high up, and that way you can be able to fix. But this will take a little bit of time. It's not going to be overnight. You can use a skin cream that has Scotch broom in there. It's great for that as well. Okay. Will the eyes change after detox? It depends. If your eyes, it does generally change, yes, because generally speaking, people's eyes, there's a lot of lymphatic congestion in there. And when you go on a cleanse and you get the kidneys to filter and the lymph system to move, this congestion leaves, so the eyes become brighter and there's less of a cloud-like structure there. So yes, the eyes do change, and you can prove it. You can take a picture now and then do your detox for a good period of time, a few months, 6 months ideally, and then look at your eye again. You see that it's changed. It's changing for the better. Okay, remember that there are actually two true colors. When I say true, we are either blue eye or brown eye. When you see other different color types, they are derivatives of it, and this usually lymphatic stagnation. When it's yellow, a bit of yellow in there. When it's orange, that's sulfur. When it's getting green or dark, it's chronic. Okay, so the eyes tell you a lot. You should get an eye reading. Truly, it's really, really worth the investment. Very accurate. Okay. Underactive thyroid, how to heal naturally. So when you have underactive thyroid, you need to address your pituitary gland, your hypothalamus, and your thyroid. Actually, you have to check on those with an eye reading, because as I always say this to you, thyroid issues very often is not a thyroid issue specifically, but it's the pituitary gland and the hypothalamus, because they give the commands to the thyroid to produce hormones. So if they're overactive or underactive, your thyroid will suffer. So it's very important that you get an eye reading to identify which is the weakest link. It could be the pituitary gland, it could be the hypothalamus, it could be both, or it could be the thyroid, all three, in which case you would know what herbs to use. But let's assume that it was the thyroid. I would use thyroid lift tincture. I'll use 100% fruit diet, Fabulous 5, kidney tea at the very least. Okay, and you clean your sinuses, always clean your sinuses. Do a neti pot to clean the nasal passage. Use ear candle for the ears to move mucus, and eye washes to wash the eye. Okay, anything you can get, move the congestion here, and then clean the gut. Very important. Okay, because as I always tell you, the GI tract, it starts from your head, sits on it, and it connects everything. So if it's not clean, congestion is very easy to accumulate, and you have issues like that. So clean the gut. 100% fruit diet. If you need steps, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you. Okay. What happens if my lymphatic system has got too many flavonoids? I don't think that's accurate. Flavonoids are the phytonutrients found in mostly fruits and veggies. I don't know how your lymphatic system would have too many flavonoids. I don't think maybe if you could better explain it, I'll be better able to help you. Can high blood pressure be taken care of without? Okay, so you want to know how to handle high blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure and you're on medication, you stay on medication always, okay, until your doctor takes you off. But high blood pressure always, if you look at the numbers, the top number is your adrenals and the bottom number is your kidneys. The word adrenals actually means top, and the top ad is top and renal is kidney, and it shows you how they're interconnected. The one affects the other. And if you have eaten the wrong foods, your lymphatic system gets compromised, your kidneys get compromised, your adrenal gets compromised, you have this blood pressure issue. So if you want to fix it, you need to cleanse the body. I would go on a let's say 20-day dark grape only diet, and I would use herbs for the Fabulous 5 kidney tea, extra herbs for the kidneys, extra herbs for the adrenals, and the endocrine glands as well. And that's how I would work towards it. Of course, while staying on my meds. If you're not on medication, you see your numbers come down pretty easy. Okay, but it takes a little bit of time. You need kidney filtration. When there's kidney filtration, the numbers will normalize. And it's very strange, but high blood pressure and low pressure are interconnected, and it changes by the minute. If you have high blood pressure, you have low blood pressure because the adrenals and kidneys are interconnected and they cycle. Right, so you need to address those two. Focus on the whole body, but address those two with extra herbs. Okay, let's see. Can I snort the nettle leaf? No, don't snort the nettle leaf. The nettle leaf is best when you use it as a tea or a tincture because you are extracting the plant essence out of it. Okay, if you snort it in, I mean, it makes no sense at all, and it's very inefficient at the very least. Well, will you be having a class for people who want a deeper understanding? Yes, I will. I'm actually creating an academy, and it's like a school, but a very practical school. It will go right into the healing process using fruits and herbs, okay? Not for treating, but for addressing the root cause of everything. And yeah, it's definitely in the works. I have all the information. I just haven't put it together yet in a form that is easy to understand for most people. So I will definitely be announcing it soon. It's going to be an academy. You pay a small fee and you join the academy, and it will have different schools. So you have like kidney school, liver school, you know, for the health of them, to strengthen them. And maybe you have thyroid school. You enter in there, we'll have all the information about the herbs needed for the thyroid, and how they interconnected the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus. I will write in a way that's simple to understand, that, you know, because I went through AMP. AMP is, you know, anatomy, and it's very complicated, and to be honest with you, it's not simple enough to, and not beneficial in that way, because it's too complex and doesn't give you any benefits in that regard. So I like to simplify things, very, very simple. Like I told you about the adrenals, the blood pressure, top number is adrenals, bottom number is kidneys. It's very simple. Anyone can understand that. But when you start going into the actual details and intricacy, then you get dizzy with knowledge that's not really helpful, right? Anyways, I'll announce it when it's ready. But I would like your feedback on it, if it sounds like a great idea. Is green and black tea good for you? They both have caffeine, so I would avoid on a cleanse. Okay, caffeine affects your adrenals. Adrenals get beaten up. They affect your lymphatic system and kidneys, and it's all a big vicious cycle. You don't want to be playing that game. So no, I avoid caffeine for that reason. Okay, it's a stimulant. Anything that stimulates will innovate, will weaken eventually. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. I appreciate you for being here and listening. It makes me so happy to be able to help. What for the prostate? If you have any kind of prostate issues, again, it's quite simple to address. You have to understand why there would be any kind of inflammation there. It's because of trapped acids, and the kidneys are responsible, because the prostate is very close to the kidneys, and when the kidneys are not filtering out waste, those acids on the prostate produced by the cells in the prostate have nowhere to go. They'll stick around, they accumulate excess mucus and acid, and it will burn, and it will cause misfunction of the prostate. So to clean it, you have to work on the kidneys. You need kidney filtration. You need to work on your adrenals always. Adrenals fight inflammation. You gotta cleanse the whole body. So I'll be on Fabulous 5 kidney tea at the very least, and then I'll use a prostate formula, because the herbs in there, like saw palmetto, they are able to reduce the inflammation naturally. Put it that way, okay, in a natural way. So yeah, that's what I would do at the very least. But the more herbs you use, the better, because I would use 2 different kidney teas, 2 different kidney tinctures, and then go on a lemon only cleanse, or the watermelon only cleanse, or a dark grape only cleanse. That's what I would be using. What can I do to get more blood flow to the eyes? So we have herbs like eyebright herb, like bilberry, and on our website we have something called eyesight tincture. You put a few drops into an eye cup and you wash your eyes. Okay, that's it. And do it twice a day. It's fantastic for you. You see that mucus coming out of your eye, and it this literally sends blood flow to the region, and also helps you cleanse the eyes. The herbs are very, very powerful. Very, 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 very powerful. Okay. Let's see. Okay, fibroids, cysts, boils, everything at the root cause is, again, kidneys. Why? Because, again, the body will encapsulate fluids when it has no way of getting rid of waste. It's almost a defense mechanism. Okay, it has to do that. If it doesn't do that, those acids left loose will cause more damage. So it surrounds it with a fluid. And it surrounds it with a, how do you say it? An entrapment. It just covers it up to protect it until it can release that waste naturally. And the way to get those waste to remove naturally is to get the kidneys to filter and the lymph system to move. So to move the lymph system, we need 100% fruit diet. Okay, because it's astringent. We use the lymphatic herbs, okay, to help, but we need kidney filtration. So you need use like nettle seed, use like kidney 6 tincture, use kidney flush tincture, work on the entire body. So Fabulous 5, and use the kidney tea always. Okay, clean the bowels, and this is how you address it. It's not. I would also douche with lymphatic herbs, okay, to cleanse the area down there. And maybe even use circulation down tincture to push blood flow to that region as well, to help the cleanse. Varicose veins, I covered it already. Okay, I covered the eye issues. If you're thinking of any eye issues whatsoever, you always clean the sinus in the head region. The acids that get trapped here, they are so prominent. Most of us I've seen have stagnant mucus in the head region because we have eye issues, hearing issues, we forget, memory loss, ringing in the ears. All those things are mucus accumulation in the head region, and you can't seem to get it out. And that acid trapped in there can cause damage to your eyes and ears. So you gotta clean the sinuses, ear canal, eye washes, nasal neti pot for the nose, massage the back of the head. Chew horseradish root. It makes you the mucus run. Okay, anything you can, or take a steam inhalation with eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil. Inhale it, and you see it. With time, it helps break the congestion and relieve you. But always for eyes, always address the liver, always address the gut. The head sits on the GI tract, so you use herbs for the liver and pancreas. Use herbs for the gut. You do some enemas. You have to get the whole thing running. And the acids leave the body. You start seeing better and hearing better, and you feel much better. You won't be congested. Okay. Someone says solutions for allergies. Allergies, in my opinion, are always lymphatics. Always. Your lymph system is your main immune system. If it's compromised, it's not free flowing, allergens get in there, you're going to have this expression. I used to have allergies, lots of it, seasonal. And ever since I went on the high fruit, raw vegan with the herbs, I don't get them at all, ever. Okay, so just to show you the power of moving the lymph system and getting the kidneys to filter. Allergies come about because you have a weak immune system. So strengthen the thymus, move the lymph system with 100% fruit diet, use the herbs for the kidneys. This is kidneys as well, okay? Kidneys and lymphatic system are always interconnected. You can't have one without the other because the kidneys are the sewer plant for the lymphatic system. It cleans the lymphatic system. If one is congested, you're gonna have a problem. And remember that mucus and acids affect the function of organ tissue and glands. So if you have a liver issue, it's acids affecting the function in some way, shape, or form, or mucus. So if you have an eye problem, it's acid and acids and mucus causing obstructions of energy flow, blood flow, lymph flow, and nerve flow. It affects your vision. Okay. If everything is cause and effect, if it's a cause and effect, then you can fix it. If it's no cause and effect, you can't fix it. Right? You can't. But surely you had good eyesight before, then something went wrong, you can't see. There's got to be a cause. Okay, and 90% of the time is your diet. 90% of the time is your diet. Unless you have an injury or something, it's going to be your diet. So the good news is that you can reverse it. Change the diet, and then everything can get better. The body is the self-healer. The fruits, herbs, dry fasting, and water fasting are just tools we use to get the body in a position where it can heal itself. That's it. It's that simple. Right? That's why I always say use more herbs, because there's a tools you can use. Yeah? And add the dry fasting, add the fruit diet, use the grapes, the melons, the citrus fruits. They are fantastic for you. So what I need to work on, I have trouble losing weight, adrenals, thyroid, lymphatic system, all those three, and kidneys. But for weight loss specifically, when you have it hard to lose weight, is your adrenals, because they deal with sugar metabolism, okay? And your thyroid, because they affect your metabolic rate and your sweating, etc. So those two are the main culprits, but those two are only not working properly because your lymphatic system is not working properly, because your kidneys are not working properly. So you see, the whole body is interconnected. So I'll be like Fabulous 5, kidney tea, adrenal restorative tincture, and thyroid lift tincture. And if you can afford it, an extra kidney tincture and an extra kidney tea. That's it. And then give it time. And then I'll go on a grape only diet or watermelon only cleanse. And give it time, because you have to get the glands better. It can take a bit of time. So someone says skin issues, any kind of skin issue, okay? So this one says yellow, crusty skin, yellow, okay. Yellow usually is a liver issue, so I would get that checked, okay, just to make sure that you know what it is, right? And but skin in general, it's a reflection of your kidney filtration and your lymphatic system. When your kidneys can't filter out waste, your skin is going to try to take the burden of releasing the metabolic waste, but the skin is not as efficient in releasing actual metabolic waste. Sure, gases come out of it and you sweat, etc., but it's not as efficient as the kidneys. So therefore, when it's not working properly, it's going to start pile waste underneath the skin, and this can take time to dislodge. So you're going to have up and down when you're doing skin and trying to clean the skin. It will never be like, oh, I went on fruits and herbs and everything got better immediately. It's going to be, as you dig deeper and deeper and stuff leaves the body, you have flare-ups here and there. You have great skin, then you might hit a cycle, and you have bad skin and great skin until all the waste goes. It's going to be up and down, okay? But I do have a protocol for it. Address the skin by you addressing the liver and the spleen, but also address the kidneys, lymphatic system, endocrine glands, the entire body, okay? Fabulous 5 kidney tea at the very least, extra herbs for the liver, extra herbs for the spleen, extra herbs for the endocrine glands, okay? Always, and the bowels, clean your bowels. Skin is also a reflection of the bowels, okay? Oh, so someone says they use organic coconut water and lose weight. Of course you will lose weight because it's pure water. It's full of nutrients. It's one of the most healing foods you can consume, the coconut water, okay? But in general though, it's not a fantastic astringent food, so it doesn't pull the lymph system. So if you need help with the lymph system moving, coconut water is not what I would use. I would use the lemons, the melons, and the grapes. Okay, let's see. What about female fertility? So female fertility, again, you always want to address your pituitary gland, okay, on top of here. So there's mucus and the congestion in the head. You always want to address your adrenals, and you always want to address your ovaries. So you need 100% fruit diet and Fabulous 5 kidney tea at the very least, but also extra herbs for the adrenals, extra herbs for the pituitary gland, extra herbs for the ovaries. And use lymphatic herbs as a douche and clean the area there. Okay, and just give it a little bit of time. Also, there are herbs we use in our tincture called female reproductive tincture, and it has herbs that will balance your hormones levels. Okay, usually because when you are not fertile, your hormones are out of whack thanks to the extra estrogen in the environment, and this can cause you to not be able to conceive. But once you get the hormones working better, once you cleanse the body and everything is working well, you see it becomes easier. Light patches on your skin. If you have light patches on your skin, it's your pituitary gland. So again, the whole body is compromised. You gotta focus on the pituitary gland. Okay, get an eye reading because it will really tell you. Okay, so this is definitely pituitary gland issue. So if your pituitary gland is affected, then chances are all, if not most of your endocrine glands are also not working properly. Okay. Hives. I just covered skin conditions, so I won't go deep into it, okay? And because I will repost this video, we can rewatch. Someone says a derma roll up with your hair grow oil. Yes, you can do that, but I always tell you, your hair loss or hair growth is internal. It's internal. You can use the hair oils, fantastic product, okay? You can use the derma roller, whatever it is, but you're only treating it. You're not getting to the root cause. You ideally want to, when you want your hair to grow, always, you want to make sure the diet is on point. So it's gonna be a raw vegan diet, high fruit, because you wanna move the lymph system, okay? This is not forever, this is just to cleanse the body, okay? And then you're gonna use herbs for circulation to the head. We have one called Circulation 1. We have herbs for the nervous system as well. Use that. You clean the bowels, always clean the sinuses, always. And then use the hair oil externally as well, okay? And do some massages like this, gentle massages, push the blood flow to the head region and give it time. That's it. Time is the essence. Some people will see great results quickly. If you have no hair at all, it's going to take you months, obviously. You have to expect that it took you years and years, if not a decade or two, to get where you are, depending on your age. And now you need a little bit of time to get things better, okay? And also remember that the body doesn't keep weak tissue. It doesn't like keep weak tissue. It doesn't save weak tissue. It rather get rid of it and build new ones. So if your hair is currently falling out, cleansing will probably have it fall out, but new one's going to grow onto it. Okay, so just let you know. but it's a gentle, it's a process. It's not a quick fix for most. But in general, if you already have hair and you want a healthier hair and use those tools that I mentioned, your hair is going to thrive. You can also use horsetail tea. It's fantastic for hair, skin, and nails. Okay, I would make a cup, a large one, and drink it. Maybe sip it daily. Okay. Eye whitening. If your eyes are red, okay, then you want to use the eye tincture and clean it. But it's also a reflection of acidosis in the body. When you see bloodshot eyes, you notice that, for instance, when you're drinking alcohol, there are many theories behind it. But think about it logically: the acidity buildup, the congestion buildup, it causes for your eyes. Part of the reason eyes get red. So when it's red all the time, it's acidosis. In my opinion, for natural healing wise. So you want to get rid of that acidosis. You have to cleanse the whole body. Focus on the head region, on the clean the head, the sinuses, the gut. Okay, this is how you address it long term. Okay, well, and skin. Okay. I covered the blood pressure. So skin, okay, someone asked me about skin and how to keep it healthy. Skin is always internal. I just discussed it. It's one of the toughest things to deal with is skin because it gets piled underneath. Like it can be chronic. And if you have stuff like psoriasis or eczema, it's really, really chronic and can take you a bit of time and you're going to see flare-ups. But those who want nice general skin, something that's gentle and healthy for your skin, consider using like saffron oil. Okay, and I made a post on it recently. I'm sure you saw it. But saffron oil is over here. You see how we have the saffron in there? It's real saffron, and saffron has when you shake it, everything moves around. And saffron has the distinct quality of being anti-inflammatory. This is what it's known for. And it's great for wound healing. Then you have the rosehip oil and the saffron oil, which is fantastic for the skin. You can use it on your eyes or your head. Even your hair, you can use it on your hair. Okay, but it's a great way of moisturizing and nurturing your skin. And it's of course always natural. There's no chemicals in here, and it's well crafted for you. So only the best of the best is used here. You see that. Anyways, but let's see one more question for you. Tongat Ali. I wouldn't use Tongat Ali. It's because most men walking around today, they're looking for more testosterone, but they're doing the wrong thing. Because if you increase testosterone, but your prostate has issues, or your kidneys are not filtering out waste, or your lymph system is not moving properly, you are asking for prostate inflammation. It's just a matter of time. So don't think that having extra testosterone is a good idea. You always want the body to give you the right amount. You don't want to put extra. That's why when you take steroids, etc., that you're asking for trouble. Okay, apart from the imbalancing, it's not a good idea just to, by your own accord, think that you can inject or eat something that to increase testosterone unnaturally. The body has to balance it on the right way. So if you always have have all the right hormonal levels and a decent testosterone level, you address the adrenals, fix your adrenals, fix your pituitary gland, and fix the testicles or gonads region, right? You want to push blood flow there. I covered it already. I repost the video. I would not use hot herbs like that. I wouldn't use yohimbe. I wouldn't use Tongat Ali. Until I know that I'm filtering and my prostate is not inflamed. You add that hot herbs in there for the prostate, you're asking for trouble, okay? And trust me, you don't want that trouble. So just be careful. It sounds good to have extra testosterone. Yeah, big and masculine and strong and you're vicious. Yeah, it's good until you start getting prostate issues. Okay, so be careful. Okay, let's see. How do we do an eye reading if we don't live close to you? My eye readings, I don't do it one-on-one. All I need is a picture of your eye. That's it. And if you keep a very clear picture of your eye, and it's very simple to take. There's an app out there called iCause app. So iCause selfie app. It's fantastic. It does it for you. Take a picture of your eye. And if you do it properly, it's very easy to see what's wrong with your eye. And that's all I need. I don't need to see you personally. It's actually if I see you personally, it's actually difficult because I will have to hold your head to look in your eye. Whereas when you take a picture and send it to me, I can look at it better and take my time reading it, right? So I do it online. On my website, there's a link for the service, okay? Fantastic way of seeing the inside the body. And it's on point, always. I've done thousands of readings, and always on point. Okay, I can't tell you enough. It's one of the greatest tools we have. So I have delayed stomach emptying where food takes a long time to leave the stomach. How can I take care of it? The condition is called gastroparesis. Well, a delayed stomach emptying. So you gotta fix your entire GI tract, okay? And how can you fix anything? You see, the body is a self-healer. It knows what to fix. So it's not like we're going to go in there and say, let me repair this, or let me repair that. No. All we're doing is getting the body to a point where it's an alkaline healing environment where it will decide how to heal, because we do not know how it heals. The truth of the matter is, we may pretend we do, but we don't. So all we're doing is we take the body to a state where it can self-heal. And if you want a state where it can self-heal, you have to alkalize quickly. That's the fruits. That's where they come in. And they are very healing, very nurturing. And you add some green drinks now and then. Once you get better, once you've done the constructing, then you add the green drinks and you can repair. Rebuild, not repair. To repair, I use the fruits only, because it's astringent, it's fast, easy to digest, full of nutrients, flavonoids, antioxidants. But you need herb specific. So I would use herbs for the pancreas, liver, herbs for the gut, entire gut. Clean the bowels. Make sure you're not constipated. Very important. Okay. Work on all the endocrine glands. You want to strengthen connective tissues and any kind of valves in there, in your system, okay? Any kind of sphincter in there. And that's to do with calcium utilization. So make sure your parathyroid is strong, your endocrine glands. Make sure that you're getting enough calcium in there with the fruits and the raw veggies. But before you can make use of calcium, you have to repair the parathyroid. So that's responsible. Also work on your nervous system, because it's a big nervous system issue. So nervous system, I would work on the adrenals, the head, always the head, because the nerves are back here, the cerebellum region right here, okay? And the gut, because the nerves are also housed on the solar plexus as well. So solar plex, fix that, clean the gut, clean the head, clean your adrenals. That's the nervous system. And then you also work on calcium utilization and the liver, the pancreas, and the herbs for the bowels, okay? This is how you take care of such a thing. This is allowing the body to self-heal itself. It's going to take a bit of time, but this is how I would do it if it were me. Okay. Okay. Let me see. What are the two eye colors? You're either a true blue or true brown. Okay. And everything in between, the green, whatever. Some people have some yellow eyes, some really fantastic colors in there. I always say, when I see fantastic looking eyes with multicolored eyes, I know the person will have a lot of congestion. There's not even a question. Like a true blue eye is perfectly blue. There are no spots in there. There are no weaknesses in there. And a true brown color, the same thing. It's very clear, and it's a nice light brown color. Any other derivative of that is usually congestion. Okay, and where in the eye I see this, where I can tell it's congested. What's the best way to put on weight fast? Well, if you're looking for muscle weight, then I would go alkaline vegan, high raw vegan, but also cooked alkaline vegan, and eat the rainbow. Essentially, you got to eat the rainbow. So eat the rainbow means eat veggies that are purple, yellow, orange, red. That's rainbow. Okay, and you get all the nutrients you need. And go heavy on the alfalfa sprouts fresh. If you can't get it, use alfalfa powder, dried, dehydrated, and drink a lot of that. Add some bananas, some dates. Those are high calorie fruits, full of nutrients, coconut flesh and water. These are very powerful, but then your workout has to be on point. You have to lift intensely, but very infrequently. Don't lift weights every day, big weights, because your muscle can't recover if you're a natural bodybuilder. Those who recover quickly, they're either gifted genetically, or they're on some kind of steroid, which you do not want to be on. So you need short, infrequent workouts. You need to be consistent. You need to be patient. You need to eat the right amount of calories. Usually, and a good way to start is take your body weight in pounds times 10. That's a good way to start. Then go times 15 as you gain weight. Then you can go up to times 20. Although times 20 means you probably gain quite a bit of body fat, which you don't want. So take your weight in pounds times 15 is a good number, and that's the number of calories you should be getting in. And with the right workouts, you gain nice muscle mass. Okay. Is smoking marijuana good and for detox? No, it's not good for detox at all. It's first of all, even though it's calming and beneficial, it does have negative effects on your nervous system and your brain. You don't want to use that. And also, the smoke itself is combustion, so it's acidic, so it's going to affect your pH, and this can affect your lymphatic system and your kidneys in long term. So no, definitely wouldn't be using this. I covered varicose vein and spider vein, so I'll repost this video for you. What's the difference between kidney 6 and and tincture? Well, one is in tea form, loose herbs, and one is in tincture form. The tincture form is always far superior, okay? Because it's the only way you can extract maximum plant essence out of the loose herbs. Loose herbs, as a tea, will give you 15% to 20% of plant essence, whereas with alcohol tinctures, you're looking like 90 to 95%. So much, much stronger. Someone says, do you drink alcohol? No, I don't drink alcohol. I may have it on occasion, but I actually don't like the taste of it. So if I go out socially with other people, I will have it, but not because I need to have it or I care to have it, but just, sometimes I will just have it to do a cheer or something. But I don't like alcohol per se. I don't like, what I mean by alcohol, I don't like recreational alcohol, like beer or wine or something like that. No, not really into that. I covered the fibers already, okay. Will you have digestive school? Yes, every single system will be covered. That's what I'll be doing. I will definitely be doing. So how many books do you have and where can you find them? So I have 2 books. They're on Amazon right now. And the third one is coming, is Watermelon Only Cleanse. I love that one. So we have one called How to Lose Weight Even When You Think You Can't, okay? This is the Lemon Undiluted Cleanse. Fantastic. Only 30 pages, but full of information for you to help you. Practical information. And then I have How to Heal Yourself Even When You Think You Can't. Okay, this has several detox protocols in there, and they discuss the herbs, etc. Right? But I definitely get them. They're inexpensive and they're worth it, because once you get this information in your head, it's yours, and then you know how to get better with using fruits and herbs. Okay, I wrote them very, very simple. My teaching, as you know if you follow me, is that I don't like complex things. I like to keep it very simple. So I learn the complex stuff and I make it very simple for you to understand, because the complexity always causes you to not take action. Right? When things are complex, you get confused, you don't do the right thing. And then there's so many so much information out there, and everything's contradictory. Like you have, this one says this one's bad, this one says this one's good. And I want to stay away from that. I want to show you how to get better. I don't care if X says this is bad or X says that's Y. Provided you can get the results, that's what I care about. And that's what I wrote those books for, okay? So I advise that you get them and invest in them, because they're really good value. Go on Amazon and look them up. It's on my profile link as well. Okay, guys, I think I'll call it short today, but I just want to say thank you for coming on. I really appreciate all of you, and I will come back on. I try to come on two to three times a week, because I feel like I can answer a few questions here and there. There's no way I can get to all the questions, but I do my best, because I really care about you. I really want you to succeed. And just remember, keep it very simple. The key is to start. You just want to get your herbs, the Fabulous 5 and kidney tea, and change your diet. That's it. And give it time. Even 5 days, you see the difference. Okay, it's that powerful and that strong. And stay blessed. Stay loving to yourself and others. And I will come back. And thank you so much for being here. It's my deepest pleasure to be a part of you and your journey. Thank you, and thank you so much.